turns out, I think it might be important for me to introduce myself as a composer because most people pass by me in the park or may sit and listen, and they enjoy the music. And they don't realize that it is almost all music that I have composed. Occasionally, someone will listen to one piece and they'll say, "What was that piece?" And they think maybe they've heard it before or something like that. And then oftentimes I can tell the story of how that piece got composed, because really the origin of the pieces that I play in the park is my experience in the park. At the beginning, I did not have a very big repertoire. I had come back to cello playing after I'd always played cello, but I wasn't performing. I was doing other things. And so when I started playing in the park, a lot of it was improvisational. And what would happen is that I would realize what I was improvising was sort of about the person that was sitting on the bench. This being Ashland, one of the first things that I started thinking about it in my mind was that I was doing some sort of an intuitive reading. You know, in other towns, that thought might not have come up. I began to invite my friends to my apartment and do these intuitive readings. And the first thing that I discovered is that people don't really like to be reflected that much. Like, if I play something very hesitant, they would say, well, yes, I am a very hesitant person, but I don't really want to hear that in music. So I started realizing that I had to have a different intention. And the intention that I began to work with was the intention of creating something like a touchstone for the person. Like, what would be medicine for you? What would be the thing that, if you're going to hear it over and over again, it always helps you? So that was the very nascent seeds of the form I call the musical portrait. Now, there were several other things that happened to begin to make that process more formal, but at this point I've created over 60 of these pieces. And the reason I wanted to do this message, or this series of messages, was to give people an idea, where did these musical portraits come from? And how I came to be a composer.